Americans. What is something a non-American needs to know if he visits USA? The US is huge. Don't expect to land in NYC and be able to drive to the Grand Canyon or Florida within a day. It certainly can be done, but it really is a great distance. Tipping at restaurants is also a very American thing. Remember, taxes are also added to the sticker price for things. This is regional and doesn't apply to all of the U.S. I hitchhiked from Colorado to Winnipeg, Canada, a few months ago. In those rural areas, I was astounded by the generosity of some people, while the majority just passed me by. The ones that did pick me up usually offered food, money, and even places to sleep. Amazing hospitality from the farmers. Absolutely amazing. I came back home and began volunteering because I felt like I wasn't doing enough to give to my community after experiencing this. Several people were on welfare and still offered me food. One person was an illegal immigrant working on a farm, and he not only bought me food and sent me off with food, but also gave me a place to sleep. I received 2 rides from the authorities. One a state trooper and one a county sheriff. No police brutality like I had seen on the internet before. They let me sit up front and wished me good luck. They also radioed other troopers in the area and told them I was safe and not a threat and to leave me alone, or give me a ride. I was brought to tears. But this was in the rural areas of Nebraska, South Dakota and North Dakota. I had a shitty-ass time trying to get rides in Denver. The US is a huge country. People should remember that it's as diverse as if you traveled from one end of Europe to the other. If you get pulled over by the cops, do not get out of the car unless they tell you to. People like to say hi to you. You can say hi back. German friend said he really likes this about USA. It is a big place. You can drive all day and still be in the same state. Food servings are comically large. You need a car to move around. Sometimes it's literally impossible to walk to a place, even if it's nearby. Taxes are added to the price posted. Taxes change depending where you are, not just by state. Tipping is expected for just about any service. It's a big country, lots of distance to cover. Park rangers are usually super helpful. Police on foot can help you if you get lost. Do not approach them in a car unless you really need help. 911 is what you dial for emergency services. Most cities have a part of town to avoid at night. Do not leave anything of value in a parked car, ever. Anywhere you go. A lot of places will not take large bills. Currency. Most small business will not take a $100 bill. Some won't take a $50 bill. In general, travel light. You can buy just about anything you need. Voltages are common across America but different from Spain. Work out your calling plan ahead of time or just buy a prepaid phone. There are regional dialects, cultures and subcultures, different biomes depending on the region you're in. And the majority are good people. Don't believe everything you read on the internet about America or Americans. Non-metric measurements. Know how much a gallon, pound, mile etc. is, as well as Fahrenheit. The variety of stuff. You want a bag of pretzels? Oh look, there's a whole aisle. Do you want sourdough? How big do you want them? Maybe even chocolate covered. Or maybe you want some Coke. Diet. Zero. Vanilla. Freaking black cherry. Decaf. So many options. Fast food burgers are not as appealing as shown in the ads. Where I live, rural Wisconsin, people will be interested in you. Ask a bunch of questions. and feed you beer and cheese. We're harmless. Though. No one carries guns unless it's deer hunting season. This is an enormous country. So don't try to see everything all at once. Come visit our national parks. They're extensive and very beautiful. We also have excellent regional cuisine in every area of the country. Hole-in-the-wall places and small bars generally have the best food. Forget McDonald's. It sucks. Enjoy your visit. Theory and practical applications of quantum mechanics. People have a relatively large, personal space. Circle. You seem to know English. So I'd say that you are pretty well set. The US has a ton of cool things to see and do, from our national parks to museums to restaurants to concerts. The US is generally a pretty chill place, and I think that we are generally friendly to visitors. Once you're on this side of the border, stay out of the bad parts of town. If homeless people want something from you, keep walking. Be polite and don't start shit. You never know who is carrying a gun. As someone from EU but stayed in the US for a long time, if police stops you, don't do anything. Just wait for them with your hands on the steering wheel. If you try to prepare your ID and stuff beforehand, you may get shot. And forget those random stops you do on the highway. Especially for urinating. It's illegal in the US. You don't have to pay for the restrooms like we do in the Europe. Just find one.